Hey Sophie, got a second? I've been trying to finish so many goals lately, but I just can't. It's driving me crazy.
Oh no, what's going on? Are the goals too big? Or are you just stuck?
Maybe both. Like, I'll start a project, work on it for a day, then lose motivation. It happens every time.
Ugh, I totally get that. What's the last goal you tried to finish?
Last week, I wanted to study coding for an hour every day, but by Wednesday, I was already skipping days.
Do you think you're setting too many goals at once? Or maybe getting distracted?
Distracted, maybe? I'll sit down to work, but then I end up scrolling Instagram or watching videos instead.
Oh, the Instagram trap. Have you checked your screen time lately? I did once. It was embarrassing.
No. I'm kind of scared to look.
Try it. You'll see exactly where your time's going. Maybe you're losing hours without even realizing it.
You're right. I'll check my screen time tonight. But what if I find out I'm wasting way too much time?
That's the thing. We always complain that we don't have enough time, but somehow we have plenty when it comes to social media. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. No matter what happens, we never forget to check Facebook or Instagram to see what's going on.
Exactly. It feels like we might miss something important, but in reality, there's nothing important at all.
You're absolutely right. Honestly, I don't even get messages from friends, and I barely have any online, yet I still keep checking my inbox.
I get it. The more we depend on social media, the fewer real connections we actually have.
Let me ask our audience a question. Friends, when was the last time you spent an entire day completely free from digital distractions?
Yes! Be honest. Try to recall and let us know in the comments.
Is it true that people are losing concentration? It feels like we can't focus on one thing for long anymore.
And researchers have found strong evidence that over the past couple of decades, people's attention spans have shrunk considerably.
Where did you find this information? I'd love to know more about it.
There have been several studies on this. For example, a study by Microsoft found that the average human attention span has dropped to just 8 seconds.
Researchers found that social media, constant notifications, and multitasking are making it harder for people to concentrate for long periods.
Exactly. By the way, William, have you noticed how many vloggers there are these days? Do you follow any bloggers?
Yeah, there are all kinds. Food vloggers, travel vloggers, family vloggers. But honestly, I don't watch too many, maybe just one or two.
That's fine. But have you ever thought about what we actually gain from watching someone eat or travel? They're enjoying themselves and making money while we're just spending our time watching.
That's true. They're earning, but we're just passing the time for entertainment.
Yeah, entertainment is fine, but if we spend too much time on it and neglect our own growth, then what happens?
You're absolutely right. We should focus on improving ourselves instead of just consuming endless content. Maybe it's time to cut down on mindless scrolling and do something more productive.
Now let's talk about something very important: short videos. Do you watch short videos?
Yes, I do. I try to avoid them most of the time, but sometimes I just can't.
Exactly. That's the main point. We want to ignore them, but they are extremely addictive, so we can't completely avoid them.
Let's see. When did short videos first start? And which platform created them first?
That's a great question. Short-form videos became popular with Vine, which launched in 2013. It allowed users to create 6-second looping videos. But after Vine shut down, TikTok took over in 2016 and made short videos a global trend.
That means short videos have been around for more than a decade, but TikTok made them a mainstream trend.
Then, platforms like Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and Facebook followed the trend. Now, short videos are everywhere.
Exactly. These platforms are designed to keep us watching. The endless scrolling, catchy content, and quick dopamine hits make them hard to resist.
attention-grabbing. They often feature eye-catching visuals, catchy music, and fast edits to hold your attention.
And the constant flow of new content makes it even harder to stop. The infinite scroll keeps you hooked because you know that something new and more exciting is just one swipe away.
Let's see. Are short videos really addictive or not?
Of course they are. Every time you watch a short video, you get a little dopamine boost, the feel-good chemical. This makes your brain crave more instant rewards.
Exactly, and it's a dopamine overload. The more you watch, the more you crave those hits, which can lead to addiction. Conclusion: short videos are designed to grab your attention and keep you hooked, but their impact on your brain and productivity can be harmful if not managed. The key is balance. Use social media intentionally, take breaks, and avoid letting it take over your life.
Now let's practice some English words.
Of course. So, my first word is commitment. What does it mean, and how can we use it in our conversations?
Great word, Sophie. Commitment means a strong dedication or promise to do something. For example, if you say, "I have a commitment to improving my English," it means you are determined to work on it regularly. You can also use it in relationships or responsibilities. For instance, marriage requires commitment from both partners. She showed great commitment to finishing her project on time.
Another example could be, her commitment to helping others makes her a great leader.
That's a great example, Sophie. You can also say, sticking to a healthy diet requires commitment.
The next word is exposure. What does it mean?
Well, exposure means coming into contact with something new or experiencing something firsthand. For example, traveling gives you exposure to different cultures and lifestyles. It can also refer to being affected by something, like too much exposure to the sun can damage your skin.
Oh, I see. So if I say, watching English movies helps improve language skills by increasing exposure, does that sound right?
Exactly. The more exposure you have to English, the easier it becomes to learn.
Friends, can you use exposure in a sentence? Share your examples in the comments.
The next word is drastic. What does it mean and how can we use it in our own life?
Drastic means something very extreme or severe. For example, she made a drastic decision to quit her job and travel the world.
Exactly. We often use drastic when talking about big or sudden changes. For instance, the company had to take drastic measures to cut costs.
Oh, I get it. So, if I say, he went on a drastic diet to lose weight quickly, does that sound natural?
Yes, that's a great example. Drastic is used when something is intense or has a big impact.
Friends, can you think of a sentence using drastic? Share it in the comments.